Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. Welcome back. This is part 2 of the MASSEY Ferguson PTO Seal removal. If you've just come on to this video clip first up, I strongly recommend to you to go back and look at part 1, which will make sense for you to how we've got to this stage here. Okay, what's it all about? Here's the little sucker here, it's already out. Okay, and I'm going to show you how we got that PTO seal out of the tractor. Now that I've shown you the seal, it should be obvious to you that this video is done in stages over days, if not weeks. That's how I'm able to do it. It's a dead giveaway when you see me in different shirts at different times of the day, etc, etc. Okay, everyone, thanks for your feedback from video clip number 1. Both the people that commented on the actual YouTube comment section and people that I know in my day-to-day dealings that have given me some feedback. I mean, I had a person saying he was shouting at the screen when I was trying to yank the PTO shaft out. He's yelling out, "Use the sliding hammer." Well, I don't have one of those. I wish I did at the time, but I got it out anyway. But I've learnt something from that comment. Somebody else called Tony, you know who you are, didn't like the watch I was wearing. Well, sorry to disappoint you, mate. That watch makes an appearance in this video too. And lastly, and most importantly, my wife commented on me using my old underpants to clean up bits of oil off the old shaft. Go figure. Okay, disclaimer time, which is my favourite. Again, just like I said in part 1, this is not the be-all end-all way to do this task. Okay, it's just my version of it. For a bit more detail on my disclaimer, have a look at my first video at about the 1 minute 36 mark. Finally, my message to you is to keep on learning, just like I'm doing now. Let's do this. Take 2. Okay, here we are with the housing that has the seal in it. Okay, that's an old seal. You can see there's metal there. Whether that's a plate or part of the seal, I have no idea. And that's different to the new Bearco seal, which is going to go on. I'll show that to you later. Anyway, what's important to note is don't get disorientated here like I did the first time. What you're seeing there is the back end of the tractor. Okay, you know that because there's threads in here. You can hear the pencil making that noise over the threads, but I'll bring it closer so you can have a look. Alright, you should be able to see in there, if it's focusing, some threads. Okay? So, just to recap, there's the shaft coming out of the tractor. That's how that goes. Okay? Why are there threads there? There may be many reasons, but the only reason I know is, as you can see here, I went and bought an end cap, and what that does is it screws in, so when you're not using your PTO shaft and the tractor's just driving around and you're not using any implements, that'll keep any muck and grime out of there and keep it clean and tidy. Now, as I said, there's a seal in this housing that has to come out. Which way does it come out? Okay, as I said, that's the back end of the tractor. We're going to get in here and bang it out that way. So it's going to come out that way. How are we going to do that? Well, there's a few ways that I was considering, and one was I was going to go and buy a press, but you know, for over $200, buying something that I'll use once or twice isn't really worth the money. So what I went and got from Super Cheap Auto, you can see here, a bearing and seal driver set. You can see all the pretty colours here. Reminds me of going to the lolly shop when I was a kid. 5 cents of mixed lollies, and there was all these colours that used to make me go wow. Anyway, these, whatever you want to call them, drivers or bearing drivers or presses, I don't know, someone tell me what they're called. They come in all different sizes. So what we want to do is, when you look in here, there's a lip. You get one that's the right size, maybe. You can see what we're doing there. You screw the handle in, okay, and there's some nuts that go under there, and we're simply going to slowly bang it out. I'll do that in a minute. If that doesn't work, I've got a whole lot of big sockets hanging around, okay. I've inherited that from somewhere. You can do the same deal there. Place it in there, it sits on the lip, and slowly bang it out. What I've done in here, this is going to be a bugger to move because who knows how long it's been in there. I've sprayed in some penetrating oil, and I'm going to leave it overnight before we try and do this. That's it for now. At the moment, that ain't going anywhere. Now, on the inside of this housing, it's hard for me to show you here. There's a metal lip here. Let me see if I can do this a bit better than last time. Hang on a minute. Now that's not focusing very well, but anyway, for those of you that have done this before, there's a metal lip on there that is providing resistance, which we'll talk about later with this tractor, but I'm nearly there. Bear with me. You just got to be patient and just nice and slow. Let's hope my bloody hand doesn't cop a stray hammer blow here. Wish me luck. Well, you can hear the noise here, we're getting there. Presto. Out she comes. Okay, and that's an old-fashioned seal. Us Ferguson owners get excited about things like that because Again, I know it's hard to read. There's the Ferguson serial number there, 1860325M1, and what really gets me excited, I can't focus it for you, is there's an MF stamp there. It's been pressed into that metal bit. It's exactly like the logo on the bonnet that you saw at the start of the video. Alrighty, there you go, that culprit's out, and I'm hoping the penetrating oil that we put in last night helped. So what I'll do now is give this all a nice clean up, and we'll come back and put the new seal in, the PTO seal. The PTO part number is B1829, and then it says 1017 on the bag. There's an O-ring here, folks. I'm going to take that off with a pick. I'll show you that, and we'll see if that needs replacing. Okay, excellent. So we're just going to remove this O-ring. You just get a pick under there, and out she comes. There you go. We can replace that. That's been there a long time. I don't see any big tears or rips in it, but when I bought everything from Queensland Tractor Spares, I thought I'd get a new O-ring to boot, so we'll put that in, as I said, after everything's been cleaned up. Beauty! Okay folks, that's it. We've finished part 2. We've got to take the seal out of the housing. Alright, I made a mistake during the video. I kept referring to the back of this seal. I thought there was a metal lip or something on there until I got it out and I seen what it was. So there was no metal lip on the housing. That's just an old seal encased in metal. That's old school. So that was all about. That's what it was all about. As I said, we keep on learning. Alright, also I had some troubles focusing on little items. I've obviously got to find out how the camera works a bit better. I mentioned the word resistance, so that's a bit of a warning, if you want, to people that are about to buy an old machine like my Fergie. You got to expect that. They're built a long time ago, they're built to last. You can't budge things very easily. Alright, we're not finished yet. We've still got to put the new seal in and obviously do the bearing on the shaft. That'll come during what I suppose will be called part 3. Okay, thanks for watching, and remember to keep learning, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.